Welcome to day 7 of applying my system every day for 1 year. And today was a complicated day because I realized that I missed a trade that, well, I didn't miss it. I just understood that it's a part of my entry and I missed it because of it. And you'll see why exactly. I'll explain it in a little bit. But as you can see, we are in a market that is currently overextended because I don't trade over MB4. That's just the way I level um, the highs, like this MB1, 2, 2, and you can extend it. And after this is time where I consider that this is an overextended market that is not worth watching anymore, because the most probable thing that is going to happen right now is that it's not going to do any more moves. Like, it's probably going to just do this or go down. Like, these are the most probable outcomes to be right now, because the market has been very bullish and just has kept going. So by this time, with a lot of highs and highs and new highs and new highs, it's time to markets to go into distribution. And then if the market it's still in conditions to keep going up, well, it's going to come back up after the distribution and keep going its move up. um the other thing that can happen is that price just goes and keeps on going and keeps on going, but I'm not interested in that. Why? Because for me, this is an extended market, and I don't care if it extends more and more, because I know that the most probable outcome is going to be sideways action or a distribution to the downside. So since this is the only market that we're watching right now, there's nothing else to do. That's why I'm doing this video a little bit early. I'm not doing this at 12 p.m. I mean 12 a.m. I'm doing this at 10 p.m. And because there's nothing else to do. This the overextended market. I'm the only market I'm watching, so there's no point in waiting because I don't have any more trades to do today. So I want to give you a quick recap of today's trading. We only trade in the morning. This is the context. As you can see, it's a very good context. It's perfectly. So let's go back to validation. And we woke up to this pullback, this actual pullback at 9 p.m. Wait. I'm noticing something. That this was not tradable until 9. This was not tradable until 9. Yeah. um. Okay, well, yeah. I took the trades I needed to take. No, yeah. Okay, sorry. So this was not tradable until 9 p.m. because price rose and then paused in the MAs, but it paused until this candle, and we will have to wait for the closure of the candle. So this candle closed at 9 p.m. Okay, so before 9 p.m., I can now go and look for trades because it hasn't closed yet. So I need to wait for the candle closure. After candle closure, on 9 p.m., that is this candle. After this candle, we have this trade. And what I called an MB, I mean a double MB, is this one. Is this right here. But normally a double MB looks like this. It's the last move downwards, like let's say this to move downwards before the move up. This is like the selling part of the movement, the last two candles to the downside. Well, actually, it's these two ones. Okay, this is not a good um this is not a good example of what I was trying to say. Okay, let's say Like this is the last two candles on the move, on the lowest move, on this pause. Okay, so we said, okay, yeah, this is the last down move on this move down. So this is our first MB, and you can see it like it's the last two down candles that go to the lowest. But here it's the two candles, but it's not the entirely. It's just the move downwards, because we're waiting for the double MB to happen, because this is the kind of move that we're trying to trade. Okay, that is selling, that becomes buying, that we see like this. This is selling, that became buying, and then we buy stop it, that buying, that proof of strength that is coming up as the sales comes. So I did in the morning, I did the mistake of saying that, okay, this is not the actual MB. I said that this was the whole MB, and I was waiting for this. Even though I could not trade it because I had to wait for the 9 closure, the rule that I have on the entry is that I only take the first two double MBs. So this would be 1. This was a mistake I made, and this was the correct way to see the entries. So the first two double MBs were this one, but we couldn't trade it because we couldn't go down on the entry time frame until 9 p.m. I mean 9 a.m. And by this time, this is double MB, and I take a break even, and supposedly I'm done because I only trade the first two double MBs. But because I misplaced the double MB, because I didn't have a good understanding of the double MB, or I forgot that it can also look like this instead of this, I confused myself and I traded another MB up. And this kind of MB, it's not part of my system. So in reality, it shouldn't have even been a trade right here. I locked it on my, okay, this is my trading system. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I'll just look at it. Okay, I locked the loss here. Another thing is that I missed a trade because it didn't put an entry. It was even supposed to be a -1. It was supposed to be like a minus 0.3 or something like that. But because I didn't put an alarm, I put alarms here on my clock on the iPhone. I don't know if you're gonna see it like mirrored or something, but I put here my alarms to wait for when to close the trade, if I close it on a break even or in a tiny loss. And this was supposed to be closed at a tiny loss, and because for some reason my alarm didn't go off, I don't know if I didn't put attention to putting it on, or maybe I put it off by accident and I didn't notice. Something happened, and I need to be more accountable to that, because if I'm trying to get funded, but in the future I'm going to be working with $1 million on my account, or 100,000 or so many $1,000s on my account, and I cannot just lose thousands of dollars just because I didn't put correctly my alarm. So I need to fix that. Another thing is I'm going to raise this trade because it wasn't supposed to be taken, and I could put it here. Okay, I'm gonna put it here, but I'm gonna erase this because I don't want to mess my metrics on the actual performance of the system, because this minus one, it was not supposed to be taken because it was taken above the double MB. It was the third double MB, and I do not trade that. So I only trade the first two, and the first two were this. But since we couldn't go down on our end time frame at that time, we didn't took it. And then this was the good trade, and this we did take it, and it was a break even or a tiny loss. And yeah, that was it. That was pretty much it. Um, Actually, this was not a loss. This was actually a zero. This was actually a zero, not a tiny loss. It was a zero. And yeah, like we need to keep accountable of putting my alarms, of putting my correctly the double MBs, and not having this mistake happen again. And that's what I'm doing these videos, because I need to remember what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, what I need to keep on doing, and what I need to get rid of. And one thing that I need to get rid of, it's doing that. So I need to keep on working on this. This was a bad day because I misplaced these double MBs, and it led to a loss that I wasn't supposed to take. And I need to keep myself accountable for that. So that doesn't need to happen tomorrow or the next day, or the next day. But for now, this is not what I'm looking for. I need to wait for this to become not overextended, so this needs to reset. This needs to go down like this. It needs to go down and then keep going back up in order for me to start trying to get entries here and here and here. But if this doesn't happen, I'm going to ignore just 100. So the most probable outcome for the next days is that I'm not gonna have any trades, because Nasdaq was the only one that actually has a good context. The other one that it's actually like showing an interest, it's this one. It's really good. The context is getting good. Now, here the context was bad because it was starting to get sideways action, and I'm not interested in seeing that or in trading a market that is in those conditions. But here you could say that it, first of all, here we had a first pin where we said, okay, market is not doing good. And after this, we're like, yeah, this is done. Oh, okay, we need to charge this. We need to end the video quickly, because you know that this computer always is getting out of battery. So yeah, actually this is starting to get really good. Like, I'm actually considering to say that this is in a good context anymore, because you could say that here it's not, it's like you could put another pin here, but after this candle that is going here, it's actually good context. So it's there. It's there. This is not in a good context anymore. As you can see, it's just going up and down, up and down. Just going sideways. No, thank you. Again, no, thank you. No, thank you. This is getting interesting, but at the same time, it's still ugly. Same thing. Maybe I want to see this to get more to here to show me that this is in a good context. And as you can see, all of the stuff is the same. But this is actually getting really good. Like, really, really good for me to start watching it. We'll see how we do in the next days and what trades can we take. But that was it for today. And yeah, let's keep on applying my system every day.